Hey, what's up, guys? I oftentimes get people asking me, like, why do I still live in LA? I'm going to try to explain part of it to you. Yes, LA's got a lot of problems, but there's still things that I do love about LA. So I just showed you guys, I'm literally in the heart of LA right now. Just grabbed a burger at, yeah, right there. And you can see I've got my maps going in 30 minutes. So I'm heading somewhere, and then I'll get back with you guys in 30 minutes and show you the difference in the scenery. So, in a 30 minutes drive from here in the heart of LA.
Go Country plays New Country from Justin Moore.
Time's ticking. It's about how short life is. So you got to make the most of every day. We're not promised tomorrow. Live in the here and now. Hug tight those you love.
Northeast California, 92660.
When it's game time, make the winning play at George Chevrolet. Their championship caliber team is ready to help you find the perfect Chevy at the best price. Visit George Chevrolet in Bellflower or online at georgechevy.com. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
Lancaster, big, huge, amazing news. Burlington's opening this weekend at Lancaster Town Center. You listening? Because you really got to get there Saturday. The first 100 customers will receive a $10 Burlington bonus card. Seriously, do not miss out, Lancaster. It'll be a weekend of wow savings. See you at your new Lancaster Town Center store.
Hey, Jay Leno here. The Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel and myself have partnered to give away a brand new Lexus GX 550 every Thursday in November. Club Surrounding members can play all month long for a chance to win and go off-roading in this powerful and stunning SUV. And the cool part is, just hose it off afterwards, your mom will never know you took it in the dirt.
Guys, you in?
Yeah! Me too!
Okay.
Details at Yamava.com. Must be 21 to enter. Please gamble responsibly.
Go Country 105.
Somebody pour me a drink.
don't get me wrong, but I got better things you got gone. So everyone's like, I understand. I finally back to be who I am. But we were it before the night. Like came on, it all just stopped when it all went wrong.
What's up, guys? So it took me a little longer to get over here. It actually only took me about an hour from when I touched base with you guys last when we were in the heart of LA. This is one thing I do love about LA because I love the forest. I love the desert. The beach, I'm not a big beach guy. As you can see, it is dusk out here. It's just beautiful. This is one of my favorite little spots that is pretty close to, it's pretty close to, I mean, it's not far from LA. Like I said, you're here within an hour from being in the heart of LA. So I set me up a little camp. I came out here with one of a girl one time, not too long ago. We found the spot. We were taking some photos, doing a photo shoot, and having some fun out here. I'll show you my little desk setup, my little setup here. I meant to get out here early enough to do like a tour of my rig. I didn't make it. So this is my little mobile command center. Not too shabby. This is a small rig, battery operated light. It's actually for video production. You can't really see it very well. I will, if you like it, I'll put it in the description. It's not made for what we're doing here. It's actually for videography. It's actually made to shoot video. It's like a RC60, small rig RC60, I think. I need to get a softbox for it. I'm supposed to get one pretty soon. And then the number one things we have here are our Anchor power supplies. Laptop. We have the C300. Anchor Solix C300 DC. So one of my unboxing video for the Anchor Solix DC, I had said in that video that there was no plug on the front of the Solix C300 DC because that's why it's DC. It's not AC. There's no AC plug on there. So my old MacBook Pro, the battery is about shot in it. Oops. Get the lights to come back on. The battery was about shot in it, and I've had it for like 10 years, like a 2015 model. Still used it as much as I could, which wasn't much. It was pretty much just watching YouTube and stuff on it. I couldn't even edit photo. It just got like where I couldn't even update the Photoshop or open Photoshop on it. So I literally got to thinking about it, and I decided to go ahead and just remedy that. So one thing I don't do though, as a photographer, like a lot of people do, or a lot of photographers, is just buying and upgrading as soon as a new thing comes out. And let me show you guys. I ended up getting a brand new 2025 MacBook Air. And this can plug in to DC. And the battery on this thing is just absolutely incredible. I remember when I was doing my YouTube videos before, doing YouTube videos for this channel here. It was back when I lived in Joshua Tree, and I decided to try to do the van life thing in an RV and a B-class camper van, a vintage B-class camper van, which a lot of you know. My refrigerator just kicked on. Bought a brand new MacBook Pro, and that thing, I can't remember how much it was, but it was not cheap. I ended up buying a 16-inch MacBook Pro, and I think it was $23.99 for the 16-inch, and it had like 32 gigs of RAM and a 500 gigabyte hard drive, which is I really wanted. And I just remember like I was moving out of my house in Joshua Tree, so I wasn't going to have rent. So I was just thinking, well, I'm going to be doing YouTube anyway, so I'll just make money doing YouTube, and I'll recoup this, is basically what I was thinking. And I might have made, yeah, I did. I probably made that money back, but not a whole lot more than that. I was making 300 a month at one time on my YouTube. I think a couple of times I got 600 or 700, but never very much. But I bought that laptop just to do this channel and to do YouTube. And so I was traveling. I traveled to Texas, went different places to do YouTube and create videos when I wasn't working on a movie and wasn't working on set. Basically, I would sign on to a movie or TV show, and I would be on it for anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks. And then when that show wrapped, I would just go travel. And that's why I decided to move out of my house in Joshua Tree. It wasn't because I was financially strapped. It was because they ended up selling the house out from underneath me, basically. I came home from out of town, and there was a notice on the door saying I had 30 days or 60 days or something like that to move out, which, come to find out, in California is not even really legal, I don't think, because I'd never been behind on my rent or anything. So I could have probably fought that in court, or I could have just squatted. I didn't really know that, so I didn't want to fight him about it. And I had my RV, so I just decided that I would just move into my RV and put my stuff in storage and just go travel around and do YouTube videos. And then when I booked on a show, because I would get text messages anywhere I was in the country and say, hey, we have a show coming up. We're in pre-production right now, but we start production on certain date. Are you available? Would you like to sign on to the show? And I would be like, yeah, I'll do that. And it would usually give me a couple of weeks to get back to LA to do the show. Or if I got low on money, I would just come back to LA and just do what was called day playing. It's just like signing on to different productions and working on different productions when they text you and say, hey, are you available for today? And it might only be one day, it might be 4 or 5 days. It's just, you're not staff. You're just basically a temp for a day of big production. So I would do that. But long story short, I bought that laptop, that MacBook Pro, to do YouTube. And then when I sold Bertha and got my vintage camper and got the Snap-on truck, I planned on building that thing out and really having a full custom truck, putting a wrap on it, getting rid of the Snap-on stuff on the logo, getting rid of all that stuff, and just having like a big step van that was a motorhome on the inside. And then I was not getting a lot of work in production. And then that was right before the pandemic. And I signed on to help a friend of mine, Serena Vo, and I was signed on as a creative director for her garment manufacturer. So I was doing that. Wasn't making a lot of money doing that. It was a little bit. It was like 300 a week, 200 or 300 a week. It wasn't much. But I kind of did what I wanted. So it was a good deal for me. I came and went as I want. I kind of worked when I wanted. She would give me like projects to do, and I would just do it. So, and then I was working on a website, shooting photography for the stuff that she was launching and that kind of thing. So, but then the pandemic happened and everything just went out the window. And in that time of the pandemic, that 5 years, I should have started really doing YouTube, but everybody was so freaked out, including me. Like, we didn't know what was going to happen. So YouTube was kind of the last thing on my mind. But in that time, that MacBook Pro that I spent all that money on, it really aged out because I used it from like, I probably used it really hard and heavy from like 16, that didn't sound right, from 2016 till 2019. So 16, 17, 18, 19, 3 years I used it. And it was really nice, and I liked it. And I traveled around and did videos, and, I never could quite put the YouTube video thing together. Like, I had a camera that I could pull it out, that I had a Canon camera, which was my YouTube camera at that time. I guess I could get it out and show you guys. So this was my YouTube camera, and I can't even remember what model it is. It's an EOS 3, something 3, I think. Anyway, I can't remember exactly what the camera is. It's a EOS something 3. And I had a different lens on it when I bought it, because it came with a different lens. And it was a pain in the butt. It would never focus. Like, when I was holding it, it would hunt focus, and I was like so disappointed trying to do vlogs with this camera. And I complained about it constantly. And it was kind of embarrassing being a photographer. And, at the time, everybody else was doing YouTube videos and not having any problems. And here I am doing YouTube videos and having nothing but problems. But the reason I bought this camera was because of the flip up screen. At that time, there was only this camera and a Sony that had the flip up screen. And the Sony was the same size as this one, was like $800. And I think I got this one for like $460 or $5, something like that. I was in Austin, Texas, and I decided to start looking for a different lens for it, because I thought the one I had, I think, was a 50 millimeter, I think, which was too close. So it didn't look right anyway. It wasn't a wide enough lens. So I started looking for a wider lens, and I was looking on YouTube about this camera, and I found this. They recommended the 18 to 55 millimeter. So I bought this lens, and that changed everything. And then it would focus because it was wide enough. The problem was it just really wasn't the 50 millimeter on here, or the 35, whatever I had on here, just wasn't wide enough. So it just couldn't focus. So once we got this lens, I was actually able to do some decent vlogs and got to really doing a bunch of vlogs, which you can go back. I'll try to link at the end of this video some of my old boondocking vlogs if you guys are new to the channel and you've never seen them. But all through the pandemic, I didn't do any YouTube videos, really, one here and there. And then I'm going to talk a little bit about why this channel, why I really let it die, though, because I was really kind of gung-ho, because I just got a new office. I moved into a new office in 2020. And so right at the beginning of the pandemic, so I was really hot and heavy about doing YouTube and doing Nomad News episodes for this channel. And then it all just kind of, that just kind of went out the window. And I plan on talking about that because there was a reason for it. And there's a couple of reasons. And I'm going to do a video just addressing that. I should have done it before I even come back so people would know. But I'm going to do a video and let you guys know, like, for you guys that watch this channel before I let it go dormant. A lot of people probably have questions about it. So I'm going to answer those, I'm going to answer those questions. I also kind of was burnt out on the YouTube thing. And this channel was monetized. It's not monetized anymore because it went dormant and wasn't getting enough views to stay with the 4,000 hours that you need. So it got demonetized. But it was monetized when I let it die. And I could have kept making videos and made a little money probably, which is what I should have done. Because now it would have probably been doing really well. And but that's been my whole problem with YouTube, is just letting it, I'll get to going with it, and then something will happen, and then I let it, something, life happens, and then I just let it die. But this time I'm hoping to not do that for a change, if that makes sense. I don't know if you guys can tell, I changed jackets. I have kind of two of the same jackets. I have a heavier jacket and a thin one. And I had to go get the heavier jacket because it got freaking a little chilly out here. But anyway, this is my new mobile setup and my new YouTube setup. So I really hope to be cranking out some videos for you guys in the near future. I am in the Angeles National Forest. You can see my lights going on. They run off of photocells. So they turn off automatically and come on automatically when they sense some movement, if you guys were wondering. But anyway, I plan on doing some vlogging, some camping style overlanding videos. You guys in the comments, let me know what you want to see. I will still do gear reviews. One thing I've just found out about YouTube, the algorithm now, is it's really hyper focused on whatever your niche is, your niche. So if you're doing videos that are different, let's say, so YouTube is only scanning your site or your videos maybe once or twice a week now instead of every time you upload a video because they have so many videos. And it scans and tries to read your metadata and your keywords and your hashtags and things like that to get an idea what your video is about and what your channel's about. And if you're like me, where you have many interests from cameras to, you know, overlanding, van life, all these things, different things I like, you can't be doing different videos because you confuse the algorithm. So this is a tip for you guys. So if one day I'm doing, I don't know, I'm doing overlanding in the forest, and the next day I'm skateboarding on the beach, it throws the algorithm into turmoil and it doesn't know where to put your video. And so your video gets no views. So the more hyper focused you can be on what you're doing, the better your channel should do and the better your videos should do. From what I understand, I haven't really been able to test this theory, but it was what I was told. And I was told this by somebody in the know that I believe knows what's going on and how the YouTube algorithm is working. So I'm going to try to, even if I'm doing unboxing, keep things for the nomadic lifestyle from overlanding. I'll still probably talk about van life. The only bad thing about this location is it's right next to the highway. You would never know it by looking around here, but right on the front of my truck is literally the highway. It probably looks like I'm camping out here, but I'm really not camping out here. I'm basically just out here testing my setup. It was the closest place that I could come to test my setup. I had to go over to Los Angeles today to pick up a piece of equipment and to purchase a piece of equipment. And when I got there and got it, I was so close to the Angeles National Forest that I just said like, hey, let's go out and test my setup. One thing I learned is like the way I had my solar panel hooked up, it, once I opened my tent, it popped the cable. So I figured that out. You always have to test your stuff. You know what I mean? There is a place, Lytle Creek, that's not far from here that is like public camping that you can camp. And this spot is not allowed camping. I probably could get away with it with the government shutdown, but I did see a ranger on the way over here. So I don't want to get a ticket or get in trouble. I'm not going to Lytle Creek though, because I need to air down and I don't have a air compressor yet to air up. So, that's not going to work. And in Lytle Creek, most people air down, as from what I understand. I haven't been there. And I have no cell service out here. There's zero cell service. Wi-Fi cellular not available. You can connect to a satellite. Oh, I can check use satellite? That's kind of crazy. Stay in touch while letting others know you're available via satellite. to get clear view of the sky. Wow. This is must be new with this must be new because I didn't know. I never knew that you could get satellite connection on your cell phone in the forest. That's why I upgraded stuff, because I'm not a big upgrader like a lot of people that upgrade like every year, or like, they have an iPhone 16 Pro Max and then the 17 Pro Max comes out, so they sell the 16 Pro Max. I'm not like that. I used to be like that. No, I mean, with cameras, I was never like that. The photographers are like that with their cameras as well. They sell their cameras because the new model comes out. And like I'm shooting an EOS R, Canon EOS R right now. And that I bought it like the beginning of the pandemic. I think it's 5 or 6 years old and it's still new to me. Um, I don't need a new camera every time a new camera comes out. But I do like my setup here for doing YouTube videos. So I still have to get some cooking stuff. There's still a few things I got to put together. I really wanted an ARB dual compressor to air up my tires, but those things are, $1,000 by the time you get it installed. And I think I'm just going to get a portable one, save money, uh, until I can get the YouTube thing back up and generating hopefully some income in a year or so, get remonetized. I know I'm competing with everybody now and all these new YouTubers, and I've pretty much dropped the ball on it. So kind of got to rebuild. I wonder if this works. Keep pointing at the satellite. Oh, let's see it. There we go. That is crazy. Let's see if we can send a message. I believe I can. I just sent a message to my buddy Ryan. So you don't need a cell tower now. You can send via satellite. Huh. Anybody else know that? I'm like way behind on technology, I guess. I'm trying to keep up with the new AI stuff. So guess what, guys? I got cold. So I decided to get in the tent and test it out because I really haven't tested it out. I was in it. I stayed in it. I took a nap in it when I was out in the giant Sequoia National Forest, or the Sequoia National Forest. I tested it out one day, but I really haven't slept in it or anything. So I decided I wanted to see, like, because it was chilly outside. I was getting cold and I didn't want to just sit in the truck. So the tent's deployed. So I was like, let's get in the tent and shut it up and see, like, if it's warm. And it's warm in here. And I don't have a heater or anything. We got some nice light in here, which I like. So the only thing that's really missing is internet and no cell service. Uh, I had my phone hooked to a satellite and I tried to send out a text, but I don't know if it actually went through. It says connect to satellite. So I'm not sure if it went through or not. So maybe I'll add some Starlink at some point, depending on like how long it takes to get this channel remonetized and if I can actually start making any money on this channel. Because it's kind of the way I do it. I work and do other things, and that money is for other things. And I kind of like to, if the YouTube channel makes money, then I take that money and invest it back in the stuff for the YouTube channel, if that makes sense. The only thing I wonder if the lights light up through this material, or if this material is like blacked out. I need to get out and see. Well, we got some nice LED lights up here. I don't know if you guys can see those. And it's warm in here. I could definitely, it's so funny because I've been carrying my sleeping bag. I've been carrying my sleeping bag and the mattress for this tent. I've been carrying them both around. I have another mattress for this tent, and I've been carrying them both around in my truck for a month. And I think I took them out yesterday or the day before, or I might like deploy everything and take a nap, but I don't want to get in trouble because it's not a camping area out here, and there's cars still going by like every 5 minutes. But this is such out in the boonies in the forest. I wouldn't think there'd be so many people out here driving around, but there are. Let me see if I can show you guys my setup. I have my MacBook, then I have the light there, and it's my Anchor C300, and it plugs in and runs our LED light that goes all the way across the top of the tent, which is very nice. The only thing I wished is like the new Free Spirit tent. I just turned it off. The new Free Spirit tent is I think that LED is I wonder if I could upgrade it. I probably could. It's got a dimmer on it. This one's just an on and off, but the new one's got a dimmer. And I will eventually upgrade to the new version, the version 2 of the Free Spirit, and sell this one. Free Spirit does have a new tent that I do really like. I think it's called this is the Odyssey. This is the Free Spirit Odyssey version 1. Odyssey 3. It says 3 on it, which I don't know what that is. It's a version 1 though. But they have a new version 2 that's all black. And I like the black better than the gray and black, which was the version 1, which I have. So this is all black, which I think I would like better. This is an Odyssey, but they have one that's called an Evolution, I believe. And it's more square than this one. This one kind of leans over. There's a lot of room over here. But that one's more square, and you can open up both sides and let air go through. But what I like about that one is it has room to put your mattress and your ladder and everything in here, which this one doesn't have. You can't keep anything in here, nothing. So it's kind of a pain in the butt. I have to keep everything in my truck, which is a pain in the butt. I'm kind of tired. It's only like 7:30. But I'm wondering if I want to like take a nap. I'm thinking I'm going to take a nap. What if I want to take a nap and get up like at 4 in the morning and head back so I don't get in trouble for camping, because this is not a camping area. It's kind of sleeping in your car, right? I'm on top of the car, on top of my truck. I think I am going to get down and get get my pillow and stuff out of the truck. I wish I would have brought my sleeping bag. I have a couple of blankets though in the truck. Well, guys, I got my covers out of the truck, my blankets. They're just little summer blankets, really, but it's pretty warm in this tent. I got my little camping pillow out. This is stuff I just used in my truck, like if I was like like the last time I used it, I was coming from Vegas back to LA or to Orange County, and I pulled over because I was tired and just took a nap. And it was in the middle of the winter, so it was cold. So I carry blankets, these little blankets in my truck for those occasions. But I'm going to try it here in the tent tonight, because I did decide I'm just going to take a nap, set my alarm for like 3:34 in the morning, because it's like 7:30 or 8, and I'm kind of tired. 7:54, so it's 8 o'clock. So I figure if I go to sleep at 8, I get back up like at 3 or 4 and then head back to LA. So I will catch you guys after a nap. I don't know if I'll be able to sleep. I'm going to try it. So if I actually fall asleep, then when I wake up. But check out the tent. That's pretty cool. Let me show you guys around here. You guys can see everything looks pretty cool, right? It's pretty big. If I set you guys all the way over here in the corner, you can see like how big the tent is. I'll go all the way to the other end. It's freaking pretty good sized tent, dude. Got a little Coca-Cola. And it's warm. That was honestly the only reason that I got in here is because I was getting cold outside and I didn't want to sit in the truck and do videos and keep filming the video. So I do wish I had some cell service, kinda. But then it's kind of nice not to have it, you know? But I will, if I'm traveling around and doing overlanding, at some point I probably will look at some Starlink internet or something. So I have some internet so I can be able to upload. But I realized I didn't even bring a new card reader because I wanted to take the video out of this camera and at least put it on my laptop and start editing it. But this laptop, being a MacBook Air, the thing I don't like about it the most is it doesn't have a CF card reader. So it is what it is. That's why it's not a MacBook Pro. But anyway, I'm going to take a nap, guys, and then we'll wake up and get on the road. It'll probably still be dark, so I don't know if I'll catch up with you when I'll touch base when I wake up. How's that? All right, guys, it is 3 a.m. in the morning. Oops, I don't know if you can see this. Oh, let me see. 3:04 a.m. in the morning, and it's not very comfortable. I should have brought my, I need my other mattress and my sleeping bag. I have these little small blankets that I carry in my truck. They kept me kind of warm, but not cozy, if that makes sense. So I set my alarm for 3 o'clock. I've had enough. I've kind of had enough. This mattress is supposed to be a mattress. I mean, it is a mattress, but it's not soft at all. And I can pretty much sleep on pretty much kind of any surface, I thought. But my back is killing me. So I've decided to, well, I was going to pack it up anyway at this time. So I'm going to pack it up and head back to LA. So it's going to be dark. So I'm not going to show you guys tearing the tent down and everything because it's still dark outside. But anyway, that's going to do it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I planned on doing some more B-roll, but I'd have to wait till the sun comes up now because I ran out of daylight yesterday. So no more, there's not going to be any pretty B-roll in this, but there will be some drone shots anyway. But anyway, that's going to do it, guys. So I hope you enjoyed it. And remember, keep looking up because that's where it all is. Peace.